Hi everyone, welcome to Woman Empowerment Series with me, Farisha. And today we have a lovely and wonderful guest joining us is Fazlynn Azrul. Hi Fazlynn,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Farisha?
I'm good, Alhamdulillah. How is London?
Good today. Well, the weather today is a bit cloudy.
Uh-huh.
When it's cloudy, it tends to get a bit colder. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, one day it can be like 20 degrees and the next day it can be 11 degrees. So today is one of the colder days.
Wow, okay. And I would like to thank you for joining us on Woman Empowerment Series. So, this is a platform where I interview wonderful and amazing ladies. Okay, Fazlin, can you tell me more about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so if you're wondering what is this Malaysian lady doing in London at the
Yeah.
moment? So basically, I've just completed my master's. So
Mm-hmm.
I did my master's in consumer behavior,
Mm-hmm.
and so I completed it about a few months ago, and then I've managed to get a job here in London,
Mm-hmm.
and
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah,
Yeah.
it's a great
Congratulations. Yeah.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great working opportunity as well as
Mm-hmm.
experience
Yeah.
because prior to my masters, I was working in Malaysia for about 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
and so this is really like a new experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
However, unfortunately, due to COVID-19, I know that
Okay.
it has affected so many people,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, sadly, it has affected my job here as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I lost my job recently,
Mm-hmm.
and at the moment, I'm still trying to apply for other jobs, and
Mm-hmm.
I've not given up hope. I'm still, hoping that I can get something really soon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is really an unforeseen occurrence
Mm-hmm.
which I never expected would happen. I mean, nobody expected a pandemic to happen in 2020, right? But
Yeah.
well, I guess we just have to like be strong and carry on because I'm already here. I don't want to just live here and then go back to Malaysia. Yes, I can, but the opportunity like to be here and try to get a job will not come again because from a student
Right.
there is a special arrangement that from a
Mm-hmm.
student visa you
Mm-hmm.
can move on to a work visa in
Yeah.
in a very much easier way as compared to a working professional from another country
Yeah.
trying to get into the UK. That would be so much more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let me just explain a little bit to you what I did prior to my master's.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I've been working for about 10 years, and
Okay.
I do public relations and corporate communications.
Mm-hmm.
So I graduated with a degree in psychology, but I decided to do PR and communications because I love writing, and I love communicating and like being around people. And there's a lot of actually a degree in psychology. Those who have degrees in psychology, they would know this for sure, that it doesn't just limit you to a career in psychology or like as a counselor like that,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
you can basically do anything because you can
Yeah. You can
apply
do many things.
psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah, the application of psychology in every single industry or area of work
Mm-hmm.
is crucial,
Yeah.
and because everybody involves, you know,
Yeah.
it's involved with other people at one point in time, and everybody has like psychology in their lives without them even realizing it. You're all using psychology knowledge every single day but like how you actually use it, maybe you're not using like things so theoretically, but you are using some application in one form or another. So
Right.
I was working in an international bank in Malaysia, and then I
Mm-hmm.
was also with a regulatory body in Malaysia for like 2 years, and I was also working in a public relations and advertising firm, a big one like Leo Burnett and then Flashman Hillard. So I can say that my experience has been quite balanced, on the agency side as well as
Mm-hmm.
in-house.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy doing communications, and after working that long, and I've always wanted to do my master's, so I decided that yes, that it's the right time for me to actually pursue my master's.
Mm-hmm.
And well, it is not easy because I worked that long to actually save up
Yeah.
to pay for my own masters here in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So as we know, international students have to pay more. So without a scholarship and like a sponsorship in any way,
Mm-hmm.
I managed to put myself through school again. And I mean, it has not been an easy journey in any way.
Mm-hmm.
There is always, like, the commitments that you have back home, and then
The
also
challenges and
the challenges
yeah.
of being in a new environment. Like, I mean, I have
Mm-hmm.
traveled a lot before I came here to do my
Mm-hmm.
master's, but um, going somewhere on a holiday,
Mm-hmm.
traveling or staying somewhere for about 2 weeks or a month
Mm-hmm.
is different than actually, uprooting from your home and actually going to a foreign country and
Mm-hmm.
getting used to everything foreign, like, so you're like always alert because you're learning new things every single day because
Mm, you're in a
things-
different country, you're in a different environment, and also you develop that survival skills and also you adjust to that environment. Yeah.
yeah. And you also in a big city like London, you always need to be alert. You have
Mm-hmm.
to be alert because you don't know what's at the next corner as you walk. So basically you have to be alert. You need to remember, oh, which station do I get off at, which station is the
Yeah.
interchange for me to get to point A to point B. You might
Yeah.
have to take, trains like twice or something like that.
Yeah.
So
The tube,
that
right?
is,
Yeah.
yeah, the tube, the underground. So it's so much bigger than KL. So and I've been in KL my whole life. So being in KL, I can just close one eye and just like go around. It's not a problem. I can just drive from A to B. But over here, everything was new. So getting used to a new environment, and then
Mm,
also having to think about the financial um commitments and bills to pay and everything. So it can get stressful, but
yeah.
I think what helped me was to actually make sure that I exercise, do some yoga,
Yeah.
or go out go out to the parks, go out to the nature,
Mm-hmm.
and be out there and actually get some fresh air and things like it's always important to have time out,
Yeah.
because going back to school after working for 10 years is also a big challenge in
Yeah.
itself. Going back to the books, going back to studying. And not only that, you're in a different environment where
Yeah.
in my university, um, in my course, there wasn't any other Malaysians. Most of the students were European students. So
Mm-hmm.
it's people from different culture, so
Different
people communicate,
countries. Yeah.
yeah, in a different way. The Europeans can be quite outspoken. So if you want to be heard in class, you will really need to have your points ready, and then you need to be assertive. So it has taught me
Very
to be more
straightforward.
assertive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. I mean, like, now I am in a situation where yes, I don't have a job, but I'm not just gonna sit quietly and not do anything about it. So apart from applying for jobs, I'm also doing a side business, I can say, because you know 2020, people have not been able to travel. So what I'm doing is that people who want anything from the UK, they want to buy certain things. There are certain brands that you can only get here. I'll help to get those things and then send them back to Malaysia. For it started out just for my friends and
Mm,
family, but now more people are
fantastic.
actually contacting me.
Fantastic.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that's an opportunity that
Mm,
wouldn't have even come to mind if I was just, busy going about my life without this challenge. But it has, with thinking and
yeah.
looking at other opportunities, then
Yes.
I realized that there is something that I can do.
Yes.
Maybe
And
it
what?
doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, maybe it doesn't pay as much as having a full-time job, but
Mm-hmm.
it's safe to say that at least I get to spend a bit more time, doing my exercises and things like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure everyone would agree that the pandemic has given them more time to spend,
Yeah.
to be with themselves or to be with their families, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I agree with you on that. And I really like your approach on life, thinking out of the box,
Mm-hmm.
where you think out of the box and you come up with a solution, and you're doing a freelance service to provide, people in Malaysia, if they want to buy anything from the UK, right, and then send it to them in Malaysia.
Yeah,
And for me, I think that is a really good initiative and a really good idea. Because right now, at the moment, with the pandemic that is going on, a lot of people are resorting to courier service, online e-commerce platform,
yeah,
purchasing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Everything, I mean, the push
yeah.
towards online,
Mhm.
towards doing things online has become and has gone really fast because
Yeah,
of COVID-19, right?
yeah.
Everybody is
Mm.
working from home and everything, so the
Everyone is
internet.
embracing digital media, everyone is
Yeah,
embracing technology, digital marketing, social
yeah.
media, especially. This is when we utilize 100% technology. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So
Mm.
even employers have no excuses now because they know that people can actually work from home. So like, some of the ladies who need to actually do, take care of their children and things like that, who maybe need to work from home for like
Yeah.
at least 2 days a week or something, maybe in the future that would be an option that is not so foreign, because we have done it and we know that it can
Yeah.
be done. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, moving on to the next question. What does woman empowerment means to you?
Okay, very good question. Okay, women empowerment. I feel like I believe that everybody needs empowerment, and being a woman is not easy, especially those who are mothers and also a career woman. So actually, at one point in time, a woman, even a single woman, plays and takes on so many hats. Like you
So
you
many
may be
roles.
in
So
so many
many
roles.
roles.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
may be a daughter.
So many
You are a
responsibilities.
daughter.
Yeah.
You may be an aunt, and then you might be someone's best friend, and of course you're an employee and someone's granddaughter and things like that. You play
Yeah.
so many different roles, and I have to say that women are really excelling at multitasking, playing all these roles. It's not easy. There's so many challenges, but
Yeah.
many women are able to do it. So
Yeah.
women empowerment would be really essential, and it is something that we need to all everybody needs to get on the bandwagon to like empower women. Even men should empower women, because they need
Empower
this
the women
empowerment.
around them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Be it their
um
wife, their daughter, their sister,
yeah,
their sister,
sisters, yeah,
female colleagues, their female friends, and all the women around them.
exactly. So to me, women empowerment is something essential that
Mm-hmm.
we can do it like in even the smallest way. I mean, like what you're doing now is great, Farisha, because you are actually empowering other women by highlighting certain women, that can actually help to motivate and give other women ideas that, this thing can be done. And,
Yeah. And they're not alone.
yeah, you're not alone. So everyone has got challenges in their lives, and nobody got to where they are just by, taking a walk in the park, that kind
No.
of thing. So there's a lot
Yeah.
of challenges, but
Everything comes
sometimes,
with a challenge.
exactly, we don't see what happens behind the scenes. So sometimes we can be a bit harsh, or we are only human, so sometimes we might feel a little bit jealous or something like that. But we need to remember to think and know that these people work really hard to get where they are, and so we should
Exactly.
always empower one another instead of
Support each
putting
other.
down
Yeah.
one another. Yeah. I can say that while this thing happened to me, that I lost my job, um, I I started to look at things in a different way,
Mm-hmm.
and then I really started having like so much more respect for my friends who are entrepreneurs,
Mm-hmm.
because they are
Yeah.
going through a tough time, like,
Yeah.
they're going through a tough time. So I try to help them. I mean, it may
Yeah.
not be like help in terms of like financially and things like that, but I do
Yeah.
try to, like, share whatever they are doing, their services, what they're selling and things like
Yeah.
that.
Helping
um
them.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And also just giving them some encouragement sometimes, especially during this COVID-19 period. Women who are
Right.
working from home,
Mm-hmm.
uh they are amazing. They're like miracle workers. It's like, oh, they wake up and then they have to handle the kids, and at the same time they have to do their office work, and they have to attend meetings on Zoom and whatnot,
Yeah.
and prepare
Superwoman.
lunch.
Like,
Yeah,
wow.
exactly. Superwoman. So
Superwoman.
I really, really look up to these women. And so I think women empowerment is something that is really necessary and essential to keep these women going, because everybody needs the motivation, you
Yeah.
know.
Everyone needs the support and everyone needs the extra push, someone to
Yes.
push them to
Yeah.
reach their fullest potential.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, moving on to the next question.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your inspirational woman icon in Malaysia
Mm-hmm.
and also internationally? Who are the women that you look up to?
Um, okay, that's a very tough question, because
Yeah.
there are so many inspirational women around in Malaysia and internationally. So I would say, uh, at this point in time, because we are in quite a very difficult situation, we are in,
A
this
pandemic? Yeah.
yeah, pandemic. So my my salutation, and I really would actually sorry, I would actually salute all the mothers at home who are working from home and taking care of their children at the same time, because I have a few close friends who have like 4 children, and they're like all young, and she is working from home, like, I'm really impressed that she's actually still sane. So I would say that in Malaysia,
Yeah.
all the
Amazing.
mothers,
Mhm.
and actually worldwide, all the mothers who are like keeping things together, who are still keeping the family together, although it is not easy,
Yeah.
working as well as like taking care of the family. I think everybody deserves like a round of applause. Really, they do. Right? And but if there is like an international figure that I quite look up to, it would be Melinda Gates, because
Wow. Yeah.
as a billionaire's like wife, if she could actually choose to just like chill and like lead her own life and just focus on her own family, but
Yeah.
instead she has set up like the foundation, and
Bill and
she's
Melinda
helping.
Gates Foundation.
Yeah, exactly. So she's helping out like so many people. I mean, the foundation is helping out so many people, but she is great. If you follow her on Twitter, you will see, like, you know, the kind of things that she tweets about every day. It's all about, like, yes, women empowerment. um it's not feminism, you know, it's not like we are against guys in any way, but it's all about empowering women to like excel, to do better, and to give them also, this is also what she fights for, is also women's right. um like the children in certain areas in this world who do not get the chance to even get into a school, for example. So she fights for that kind of things, you know. There are a lot of things that we, if you, if you actually look into all these things, you can
Yeah,
actually get depressed, you know, because you feel like, oh my god, there's so much, so many things going on in this world that shouldn't be happening. But
yeah.
at least there's someone like Melinda who actually cares, and who's actually putting their money into good, to make good use of their money, and to try to make a better life for a
Mhm.
lot of people. So yeah, I think I would actually say Melinda Gates. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. And how about in Malaysia? Who do you admire?
In Malaysia, I think one person that has caught my eye recently is the the Sultana of Pahang. You
Mm-hmm.
know, she is. I mean, I have. Okay, I'm not the type who actually follows a lot of people on Instagram because I prefer to just focus on, you know, my own, like, you know, stuff, and just try to uplift people around me as well as myself. But lately I have been seeing that she does a lot of things for people who are in like affected by the COVID-19, especially the frontliners, right? And just saying things is different than actually putting in the effort and cooking for people, you know.
Yeah,
It is so amazing that she actually goes and does all these things on her own, although she is the queen, you know. It's she could actually just pay someone to do it, but she wants
yeah.
to do it herself. So
She
I
goes
know that
down to the
previously.
ground. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So I know that previously, like during the floods in Pahang and everything, she also did the same. But
Mhm.
I
She
think
cooked for the
this time,
people. She cooked for,
yeah,
and that
yeah,
is amazing. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I think if I were to say that is one person that I quite admire, it will
Mhm.
be her. But having said that, there is another person that I have to mention. Yeah, I'm not sure if you know Dr. Hartini Zainuddin.
Yes,
So yeah,
Tini. Yeah.
Dr. Tini, right? So
Okay.
she is also amazing. I met her quite some time ago, maybe about 10 years ago, because
Mhm.
I did psychology in Help University. So many of my course mates from there went on to become social workers, you know. They're
Mhm.
so passionate about helping people. So
Mhm.
one of my very close friends is the COO of Yayasan Chowkit, and Yayasan Chowkit is set up by Dr. Tini, right?
Mhm.
So I met Dr. Tini years ago, and oh my God, she is so passionate about helping people. You know, it's like at the end of the day, when my friend and I were having coffee somewhere, and she came and joined us, and she it was like around 10 o'clock at night, and she's like from court. She had to go to court to represent like certain groups of people, and then from court she went there straight with a lot of energy, and she's like so frustrated with certain things that she wished she could do more, but
Mhm.
you know, there's only so much that she can do as an individual. So but since then I'm so glad that a lot more, like so many more people and organizations have come forward to actually work together with her to help, you know, this group of like marginalized and refugees and people, homeless people, stateless children, especially. She
Mhm.
fights for stateless children. So I mean, these children, never chose to be born stateless or to be born in a difficult situation. But like, who would defend them? Who would actually fight for them if it's not people like Dr. Tini? You know, she's got two children, two adopted children,
Okay.
but she
Mm,
spends so much time doing for other children as well. So she is really
that's
amazing.
amazing. That's amazing. I think she is truly amazing, and I think she's one of the icon as well in Malaysia for
Definitely.
social work. Yeah, and I follow her online as well on Facebook and also LinkedIn
Exactly.
and Instagram. Yeah, and I think
Mhm.
she is like, wow, amazing, amazing woman.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, moving on to the next question.
Mhm.
Due to the current pandemic with COVID 19, a lot of people are depressed and sad because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen down the line. We don't know what's going to happen end of the year due to coronavirus and with the economy, and what would be your advice to people who are watching this out there to stay positive, to stay resilient, to stay focused, and to have that positive vibe in them? What would be your advice?
Well, I think what I'm going through after having spent all my savings to pay
Mm-hmm.
for my master's, and then
Okay.
looking forward to get a job here, and then I
Yeah.
got a job, but then I lost my job. I mean, it's a difficult situation,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure that there are some people going through loss of jobs, loss of income sources
Mm-hmm.
and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The most important thing is to remain positive,
Yeah.
and I think what helped me the most when going through the loss of the job and changing my lifestyle, from going to work every day and having something to do, what you need to do is to keep a healthy mind. And in order to keep a healthy mind, you would
Positive
need to,
thinking. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, adopt positive thinking. Sometimes it even helps to even just subscribe to those like positive quotes, because
Yeah.
it will appear in your phone like, once a day, that kind of thing, instead of you having to go out there to look at certain Instagram
Yeah.
positive quotes or whatever. So
And it
subscribe
keeps
to
you
that kind of thing.
motivated. It keeps you going.
And it just like it comes in the morning and it just like pings, and then you just remember like, okay, I need to stay positive. And
I need to
I
keep
think another
going.
thing,
I need to
yeah,
keep going no matter what. No matter what
exactly,
life throws at me, I need to keep going. Keep
yeah.
moving forward. Yeah.
And you need to remember to exercise, because exercise is very important. When
Yes.
you exercise, even
A
if you
healthy
just go out
body
for a
and a
walk.
healthy mind.
Exactly. Even if it's just for a walk for 30 minutes. But when you get back home, I can promise you, you will feel a lot better. And, exercise releases endorphins. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, chocolate do
Endorphin
give
makes you
endorphins as
happy.
well. But
Yeah.
please do not resort to chocolates because when you put on weight, then you will get depressed. So
Yeah.
basically,
But
yeah.
but
So,
occasionally, we can still indulge in chocolates,
yeah,
dark
yeah. But
chocolate. So
I know, but staying at home now during this pandemic, it is quite dangerous because, when you open a box of chocolates and then you just keep on like taking one and one, and then at the end of the day you realize like, oops, I've already had like half a box of chocolates. So just be
mm,
mindful. I think
mhm.
it's best to start your day with some exercise,
Right.
or make sure that you put like an alarm or something that
Mm-hmm.
okay, today at 5 o'clock you will
Mm-hmm.
go and exercise. And yes, you might have to drag your feet, to put on your workout clothes, and then to put on your shoes and to walk out of the house. But once you're outside and you're making your rounds at the park, I'm sure that you will realize that, oh, this is doing me a lot of good. And doing that at least 3 to 4 times a week, if not every day, would really help. And another thing that I would say would be really helpful to get through this difficult period is to help someone else. You know,
Exactly.
when
Paying
you
it
help
forward.
someone else,
Paying it
yeah,
forward. Yeah.
exactly. Because it's all about like, yes, it is like the growth mindset, the growth mentality that we all need to start adopting more.
Mhm.
But also we know, like in the in during normal times as well, we do charity and it makes us feel good. So during this time, it may not be like charity per se, because maybe you can't go out and go to like the orphanage and things like that, but you can reach out to people around you who you think are struggling. I know some friends who are like struggling, trying to manage the household as
Mhm.
well as their profession and things like that,
Mhm.
and everything that goes around on top of that.
Mhm.
So try to just chat with someone for like about 5 minutes or something.
Okay, interesting insight and point of view just now from Fazlin. Okay, we've come to the end of the show. Do you have any advice that you would like to share with our viewers?
Yeah, I think what I would like to share is for perhaps the younger viewers, maybe the younger women, and young ladies out there. Um, Life sometimes throw you a lot of challenges that you may not anticipate, but never give up and do your best. And
Mhm.
everything that you think, whatever your dreams are, you definitely can achieve them if you put in a lot of hard work. Like one of the things that is very, very, some people may not even think that they can do it, but I managed to actually save up enough to actually, do my masters here in London. And I feel that it is quite an accomplishment,
Mhm.
because it is not easy. Going to another place is one thing, paying for something yourself, and
Mhm.
then also supporting yourself, and being alone in a new environment and supporting yourself emotionally as well. You have to really put in a lot of effort, but it will not go in vain. Everything that you put in, you will gain something in the end. Even trying your best in every single thing. It can be the smallest thing, but if you believe in something, do it, put your all into it, and think positively, you can achieve it. And if you have any, for any reason, if you have any questions about anything at all, and if you would like to tap on my experience, please don't be shy. Just send me a LinkedIn message or something. I'll be so happy to help, and I'll be so happy to share my experience, because what is life without sharing, right?
Amazing, Fazlin. Yes, amazing. Okay, so how do people can get in touch with you on your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn? Maybe you can share it with the viewers so that they can connect with you.
Yeah, well, if I'm not sure where they'll be watching this video, on which platform, but I think
Mhm.
LinkedIn would be great, because I do stay abreast with my LinkedIn every day.
Mhm.
And other than that, well, they can also email me if they would like to. I mean, if they have like some pretty serious questions or something. My email is Fazlynn, FAZLYNN @gmail.com. Okay. And well, if you really think you want to be in on Facebook or something to connect, don't be shy. Under the same name, you can also find me, and yeah, I'll be happy to share my experience.
Okay, great, wonderful. Okay, thank you so much, Fazlin, for being in Women Empowerment Series, and I really appreciate your time. And thank you for sharing with us your career journey, your challenges, and then how you get through it, and how you give motivation and empowerment to others. And we hope that for all of you out there who are watching this, I hope you are also being inspired and also being motivated by Fazlin. Okay, till then, stay safe, take care, bye.